cop busters, why are you in my house? Y'all planted drugs on Yolanda, and we're gonna get her released and get the crooked cops busted. How about my attorney right there? Is he under arrest?
He's being detained right now.
Is he free to leave?
Is he free to leave?
Yeah. Oh, Renee, let's go! Renee, let's go! Barry, I'll send you a bill!
Former Odessa police officer Barry Cooper set up a fake drug house to sting the Odessa Police Department on his reality show Cop Busters.
Today, the family that hired Cooper are getting what they want. Yolanda Madden is a free woman. Federal Judge Rob Junell vacated her sentence.
My name is Barry Cooper.
Barry Cooper.
Barry Cooper, one of the best narcotics officers in the country.
The Barry Cooper story, what's a big one?
Barry was your worst nightmare.
Barry Cooper could piss an entire nation off with the wave of his hand.
Who has the power to pull a gun on you, shoot you, and probably get away with it? It's a police officer.
This is the money that we seized.
The only way for Barry to repent for these sins was to say, I was the villain, now I need to be the hero.
Can you imagine a DVD that teaches criminals how to break the law?
Now, the former straight-laced lawman is using his expertise to show drug users how to conceal their stash.
It's all in an outrageous DVD that he's produced called Never Get Busted Again.
He was one of the first people to make a huge public stand.
Oh, I thought he was crazy. You know, I thought he was going to get shot down.
So why in the world would you, as a former drug enforcement officer, want to help people use drugs?
He's developed into this much more dangerous enemy of law enforcement.
We must end this war on our people.
That offended almost all law enforcement officers, and he became a target.
Hey, Rangers, why are y'all being pricks like that? You don't want me busting crooked cops?
We get into some real cloak and dagger, Breaking Bad, Ozark shit.
Barry Cooper himself is still at large.
Barry broke the code. People wanted him dead.
I was considered one of the worst traitors on the planet to law enforcement. And my response to them was, F you, come get some.
Hey, I'm Barry Cooper with Cop Busters. Why are you in my house? Y'all planted.
Okay, sir. Now we will begin to proceed to obtain your IQ and aptitude tests.
What for?
Okay, sir. This is to figure out what your aptitude's good at and get you a jail job while you're being a particular individual in jail.
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2?
Thank you.
Lord, I wonder what's got the matter. I'm trying over time. It seems like hours. Everything done changed, but I hold in my hand. Lord, I'm trying to make you understand. Lord, you know what? Everybody, they tell me somebody done hoodoo the hoodoo man. Now you know I buzzed your bell this morning, baby, had your elevator running slow. I buzzed your bell, little girl, take me up on a 3rd floor, but I hold in my hand. Lord, I'm trying to make you understand. Lord, you know what? They tells the baby that somebody done hoodoo the hoodoo man. Look at here, baby.
Desperate and scared, Joe used his superior intelligence to come up with the best escape plan he could think of.
Hi, excuse me. I'm actually supposed to be...
Welcome to Never Get Busted Live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, players and squirrels. I am your host, Barry Cooper, former narc, constitutional pest, I busted the cops and fled the scene, and now we're living in idiocracy, and we're going to talk about that. But first, second and third, another taser fire. Did you see it? Boom, guy catches on fire. A possum cop shoots him. We're going to go over that. And we also have, what's next on the list? What is going on? Okay, the taser fire. Girl cops bitching again. Oh, yeah, we got a high cop. A cop stone out of his mind caught on duty. But first, let's get to idiocracy. A legend. Tony Romo, arrested in Milwaukee. Is that right? Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Where is that? Is that a state? What? Milwaukee? Is that in the U.S. or up there in Canada somewhere? I don't know. I don't hear much that comes out of there except they arrested a legend. Clown show. If you don't know who Tony Romo is, I don't think you're breathing. Like, check your breath. If you don't know who Tony Romo is, you won't feel breath on your hand like that. Give it a try. I'm glad you got up, dressed up, and showed up. Look, Tony Romo didn't ruin his life. I'm seeing the headlines. Tony Romo is cooked. Tony Romo ruined his life. No, he didn't. He's going to get not guilty, 100%. Biggest DWI clown show. Perfect example of idiocracy that I've ever seen. In over 35 years of law enforcement, I've never seen one this bad. Before we give it a watch, though, I've got a few highlights. A couple minutes of our hero kicking ass on the football field, nowhere else but Dallas, America. Let's give it a watch. Here's Tony.
5-time around. First you have to score, and Romo does with Terrell Owens. Touchdown Dallas.
Quick split to the left, and Owens at the top of the screen to the right. And this time he goes to Witten for the touchdown. Threw it off his back shoulder. Minter with the coverage. You had the safety on the tight end, and a touchdown for Romo and the Cowboys.
Play action from Romo. Over the middle. Glenn. Touchdown. Romo keeps it. Looking for Owens. Throws and hits Barber for the touchdown. And the throw. Owens into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're 22, now from the Giants 22. Going to the end zone. Owens, can he hold on to it? Yes, he can for the touchdown.
One hand,
Romo
baby.
running to his left, turns it up to 10-5. He's walking in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Dallas. Good throw. Got time down the middle. Man open. Caught. Breaking the tackle. T.O. 20. 10-5. Touchdown. Near left side. Touchdown. T.O. from Tony Romo.
The snap over the head of Romo, and now it's a foot race. Romo can't get on top of it. Finally does. Will try and make something happen. Tony Romo doing his thing. First down, Dallas. Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, I looked everywhere for a law that made it illegal to arrest Texas legends. I couldn't find one, but I dug through scripture. And in 1 Barry chapter 2, verses 15 through 30, the Bible says, "Thou shalt not arrest a Dallas Cowboy hero." So God is against it. We need to march. We all need to pick up signs and march, millions of us, until they make it illegal to arrest our legend. Let's give this clown show a watch.
All right, reason for my stop today. Yep.
That was what you said.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reason for my stop today is the unsafe passing on the right, the lane deviation.
Say it louder, I'm sorry.
Unsafe passing on the right, cutting across the gore. Obviously, the gore?
Yes.
It's the marked area.
Gotcha.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I live in Dallas, so I came in to visit Grandma and Grandpa, so we're here. I'm going to meet them, but I got the gore.
You got the what?
The gore, you said?
Yeah.
That's what it is when you cross it?
Yep.
Yes. I got what you're saying.
And you were coming from Grandma and Grandpa? What did you say? It's really hard to hear you, dude.
I can't hear you either.
Yeah, I know. We gotta basically yell at each other, right?
I feel like I'm yelling at you.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Where are you coming from?
The golf course. And I'm going to meet Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay, if you watch the original body cam video, you cannot hear these two talking. There's so much wind and so much traffic. They're stopped on like a bridge with a guardrail, so he can't get far enough off the highway to avoid the cars passing. They can't hear each other. I spent about an hour last night taking all this audio, and I put it into CapCut and hit the button to bring this audio out where you could really hear what they were saying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll take a driver's license from you.
You got it. What's your name?
Deputy Core.
So I want to meet Grandma and Grandpa, and I passed the Gore, which is the place you're talking about that dropped over. I got it. You're saying I went over the white line.
What's a good phone number for you?
It's my dad's.
All right. What's your dad? The same last name?
Romo, yeah. So I got the same middle name and his last name.
Okay. All right. Hang tight for me. All right. How many drinks have you had?
0.
You're coming from a golf course?
I played in the golf tournament at Wisconsin State Amateur.
So he's pulled over for a lane change violation. Not swerving, not reckless driving, a goofy, stupid lane change violation that you only get pulled over for in the United States. You don't get pulled over for that shit anywhere else in the world. So he's not driving recklessly. He already told the lady, I've had 0 drinks. He is not slurring his speech. Now, I'll give it to you. I was on a DWI task force, and I went through a special school in field sobriety and how to bust people for DWIs. This was before I became a drug agent. And I was just as good at catching intoxicated drivers as I was catching people with loads of drugs. And I'm gonna give it to this little girl cop. It's the child. You can't really tell if somebody's inebriated or not until they get out of the car. But so far, this is a traffic stop. I wouldn't have even asked him out of the car. I wouldn't have even stopped him. And if I would have walked up and I saw Tony Romo, I'm like, and Tony says, what'd you stop me for? I said, nothing, sir. Can I just have your autograph and you can be on your way? Now that sounds like, what's that say? The law's for you, but not for me. What is that saying? Huh? You for laws for thee, but not for me. I believe in that in certain areas. It's called discretion. It's called discretion. Tony Romo should get a pass. Yep. Like they should write me a ticket, but not him. Why? He's a legend. He's a legend. And this, one other thing, folks, have you been hearing what's going on last 10 years or so? They're actually men who put on the internet, it's usually libertarians and anarchists. I don't know why they have this football stuck up their ass, but they're like, I don't understand why people get so excited about a football game. It's just a football. And they belittle us for liking football. Guess what? It's called testosterone. It's called balls. It's called masculinity. It's called men. We love that shit, don't we? We love it. And I'm here to tell you, don't feel guilty about picking a team and going nuts when they score a touchdown. You should. Like you should spill your beer in the living room when you jump up and say, we won. The neighbors should be able to hear you. And if you lose, you should be pissed off half the day. Remember Dad? When the Dallas Cowboys would lose, it'd be like, stay away from Dad for a couple of hours. It's life. It's supposed to be like that. Enjoy football and love and protect your Tony Romos.
Okay.
So it's like a USGA event.
Okay. All right. I'm going to run you through some fields.
Second.
Field sobriety tests. Are you willing to take any field sobriety tests?
Call my lawyer and then I'm just going to fill the offense.
I'm sorry?
You want me to? You want to take me through a field sobriety
Yes,
test?
you're
right now?
denying.
She already wants him to take a field sobriety test, and he hasn't stepped out of the car. All he's done was talk to her. That's cuckoo.
To step out of the vehicle? No. Pending field?
I'm just going to call my lawyer.
Okay, step out of the vehicle.
I'm going to call her.
No, step out of the vehicle.
I'm not allowed to.
Step out of the vehicle.
So you're going to take me through.
Field sobriety test.
I'm still allowed to call my lawyer, right?
You're not.
I'm not allowed
Nope,
to.
step out of the vehicle. 24 to dispatch.
Is he allowed to call his lawyer? Are you allowed to call your lawyer during a traffic stop? Can you do that? Nah, you're not. She's right. She can make him step out without calling a lawyer. But what he should say is, I'm not going to answer any questions without my lawyer, and just shut down and not say a word and not cooperate. Nothing. This is where Tony screwed up. Actually, he didn't screw up because it's such a clown show later. I saw somebody in the chat said he'll get acquitted. You're right. If it goes to a jury trial, he'll win, but this is not going to go to a jury trial. This will be dismissed. I predicted it. You watch. They're going to dismiss this case, as they should.
24. I'll take an additional 1017. He's
I'm okay
not
doing
stepping
it,
out of the
but you're-
vehicle for field.
I'll do it. I'm just saying that I'm not allowed to call my lawyer.
Any available squad can head to High-Court and stop on the backup
I'm
from
sorry?
17.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not
You are pending an OWI investigation.
543.
Operating while intoxicated.
That's
Yes.
Copy, send it up.
I want you to step out of the vehicle.
Copy. Yeah. Take these, step out from the hill.
So you're staying out because you think I can.
All right, so you're going to step in front of my vehicle? Step in front of my
Do you mind
vehicle?
if I put this right here?
Step in front of my vehicle, yes.
Put full feedback on this, clearing it, C20 shortly.
Does anybody see him stumbling?
24 spots and slow it down. He's out of the vehicle. I'll be conveying him to the Sally Port for field.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Turn around for me.
Additional spots,
I think
copy.
there's a good chance that.
Patting you down for weapons, okay?
Right,
No
copy
weapons on you?
here.
Okay, all right. You're
No
detained pending an OWI investigation. Deputy Core, sir.
Are you going to take me through the? I thought you were taking me through it.
So, as of right now, we're on a leveled ground. We're on a bridge. I want to convey you somewhere that's going to be an even surface, free of debris.
Yes, I agree. So we don't get hit.
Turn around for me.
I get you.
I couldn't believe this part.
It's fine.
Because she's not in a safe place to perform her idiocracy, she's moving Tony to a safer place to do field sobriety. That's totally legal, even though I've never seen it quite like this. You swerved. This is a DWI investigation. Get out of the truck. I'm going to handcuff you and take you somewhere else to do the one-leg stand. She should go to jail. She should go to jail. Her. At this point, you don't need to see anymore. This is insane. She can pat him down. She can pat him down, make sure he doesn't have weapons, and he's Tony Romo. She doesn't know who he is. Why? Because she's an ignorant female who has no business being out here on the highway pulling over grown men trying to go from point A to point B. Where should she be, ladies and gentlemen? Well, she should be making sandwiches.
Or have a PVT.
This hurt me.
24, that's a negative.
This is belittling and degrading to our hero, isn't it? And of course it's a woman cop.
No. Oh, sorry.
Women should only be investigators. They should not.
For you, okay?
They should not be patrol cops. They should be investigators. They should be trained how to investigate crimes, especially crimes against women and children, and then let them go and investigate crimes, figure out who caused the harm, get a warrant for their arrest, and send the men in to arrest them. So I'm not being misogynistic. I'm not being bigoted or racist or Nazi or all the words that the left calls us now just because We see things with our own eyes that they want us to ignore. We're all those names. I'm none of that. I'm none of that. But what I am is a Texas boy, Dallas Cowboy, Tony Romo fan, but I'm able to put that aside and be objective and be on the outside looking in. Let's pretend like this isn't Tony. It's still bullshit. Now, it being Tony makes it double bullshit, doesn't it?
I'm already at the jail. Needing any help?
What
All
about
right, so
what about the keys and everything?
okay, hang on.
Oh, my bad.
5 you can stay at the jail and 2 you can go back.
I will grab the keys. Your phone, I will grab as well.
Copy.
Okay.
Easy.
You're detained pending an OWI investigation. I patted you down for any weapons. I would normally seat you on the passenger side. Due to it being so close to the concrete barrier, we're going to go into traffic very carefully in the
Seriously?
distress.
Why not this way?
Because you're not able to fit, sir. There's no... So we're going to walk in the distress. We're going to go in the distress.
Can we grab the phone first?
I will, sir. I only have 2 hands.
I'm northbound at Howard. Does 2 more of a car to sit on that vehicle?
Have a seat.
Hey, 4 out out here. Are you gonna sit with the vehicle?
You in all the way?
What's that?
You in all the way?
I'm in. Yes. Uncomfortably, but yes.
I know you're a taller fellow.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
And he keeps such a good attitude.
I copy.
Such a good attitude he keeps.
All right, so do you want to swing your feet up outside so you have a little more room?
Yes. Can you take the house off for a sec, please? Just for the
I sure can.
Quick tip, if you get pulled over for DWI, you know cameras are running. If you don't take the test and you don't blow, you'll probably go to jail. But if walking around outside the patrol car, you don't stumble, and if you don't slur your speech, they're going to dismiss it. Austin, Texas, like 60% of their DWIs 1 year were dismissed. It's common to have a DWI dismissed. It's easy to beat a DWI if, on camera, you don't stumble and fall and don't take their tests. They have absolutely no evidence. They'll take you into court. They'll put a jury there. They'll play the video, and the cop will say, he was drunk. And the juror members will go, he doesn't look drunk. There's no evidence that he's drunk. Not guilty. That's how you win a DWI, but let me say, of course, don't be impaired and drive. It's not illegal to have a drink and drive. It's illegal to be impaired and drive. And I'm telling you, do not be impaired and drive. It's one of the most dangerous things you can do besides being a sober Tony Romo in Wisconsin, swerving a little past this idiocracy kid. That's more dangerous because they'll tie you up, throw you in back of a car, and make you do all sorts of crazy shit. Watch what she does.
Coming out.
My back. Is that possible?
Well, sir, I'm going to have you step out completely.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. Just the bad back.
What's your location?
Let me know if you need a hand.
Yep. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. Is it possible to take that off just so I can?
Yep. Okay, you can take your hand out. You're welcome.
Thank
No worries. All right, sir. So, based on your driving, where you were coming from, you said the golf course, correct?
Yeah. I thought
Okay.
the dog was carried in WHG.
The red glassy eyes, and then the odor of an intoxicating alcoholic beverage from your breath.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then when my partner brought the backpack that you wanted, We basically do not an inventory, but I make sure that there's no guns. Exactly. And there were a few shooters in there that I observed.
A few what?
Okay. So
Any of them were direct, right?
okay. So based off of that, I'm gonna run you through some fields.
Yeah.
SFSTs.
Let's do it.
Are you, okay. All right. So
Okay.
surface for you to breathe.
An illegal lane change, glassy eyes, which are bullshit, and he's coming from a golf course. That's her probable cause, reasonable suspicion to do all this to him. Cuckoo bird. Absolutely cuckoo bird. Now, she said she found that when they inventoried his truck to move it, they found something in his truck. But she had already decided to do all this before they found anything in his truck, so that doesn't count. She was already going to run him through this before they found whatever in his truck. Could you hear what they said they found in his truck? Put it in the chat so I can announce it. Hit the like button too. Hit the like button. That really helps. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Thanks.
All my lights and everything are off. You're just gonna stand in the front here for me.
Yeah, that's
No.
Minis. Shooters. Okay, what's a mini and what's a shooter? Two shooters. Somebody tell me what that is. Mini.
Go ahead, dude.
sorry. 2 back surgeries.
Has he been searched or like headed?
Headed.
Okay. Okay.
She's been perfect. The project's in
Okay, so 2 little shot bottles. I guess like what you get at the airport. In the airports on the airplane, he had 2 of those in his truck. 2 of those. Arrest this girl. Arrest her.
All right. Just stand in the middle for me, sir. Yep. And you're just gonna turn around.
Thank you, chat
You're
box.
gonna have stand facing me. Feet together.
Yep. Just half step forward off the push bar. Perfect. Thank you.
Feet together.
Sorry.
It's okay. Feet together, arms down at your side.
Okay.
Okay. Any head injuries?
Excuse me?
Any head injuries recently? Any concussions?
Any head injuries? He's like, bitch, I played football for 900 years. Of course I have a head injury. The fuck is wrong with you? I played football for 4 years in high school, and before that, Pop Warner football. And I'm sure I've got some CTE, can't you tell? I mean, you really cannot tell if I've been hit in the head. Can you?
I can.
Can you tell? Most people have trouble telling, so I'm just sharing that with you. It's sort of a personal thing that I don't like to talk about.
Are you keeping your eyes?
Well, over the years, yes, but not always.
Okay. So please stand with your feet together and your hands down at the side. Do not do it. Please stand with your feet together and your hands down at your side. Do not do anything until I tell you. Do you understand?
Do you want shoes on?
What do you prefer?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm going to check your eyes. Please keep your head still during the test. Look at the stimulus and follow the movement of the stimulus with your eyes only.
All right.
Keep looking at the stimulus until the test is over. Do you understand? Stimulus, top of my pen, right over here, okay?
Yep.
Do you understand?
I got you.
Okay. Can you maintain the position?
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm going to make a couple of passes, okay? Top of my pen.
So what would I do? Just tell me.
Which?
Am I looking at it or?
You're going to look at the top of my pen. Stimulus, okay?
So my eyes are open. Got it.
Yes. Make a couple passes here, okay?
Okay, so I'm following this as you. That's your set.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Is this in my head or is this keeping this square?
Would you like the instructions one more time, sir? Oh.
When she does that, she's trying to add more DWI points against him. If the officer has to repeat the instructions for you to understand, you lose so many points. Right now, there's a point thing going on. Points. First, she's doing what this is called the horizontal gaze nystagmus. And all that is looking for nystagmus in your eyeballs, which is, okay, nystagmus is defined as the involuntary jerking of the eyeballs. And under a microscope, when you're sober, everybody's eyes flutter a little. When you're over drinking, you can see that with the naked eye, especially at what they call maximum deviation. But the first thing they do, she's checking for smooth pursuit of the ink pen. Then she's going to check maximum deviation. Then she's going to check for nystagmus at or before 45 degrees. Those are the three tests. They call it the pen test. The word for it is horizontal gaze nystagmus, and it's looking for the fluttering of the eyeballs. You remember when you're drunk, if you cock your eyes all the way over, the room kind of spins? That's the nystagmus. Next time you or a friend are impaired, do it to your friend. Move the pen all the way to maximum deviation, and you'll see their eyeballs flutter. You'll also notice that they can't track a pen smoothly. Their eyes won't track smoothly. They'll do this. So that's what she's looking for. So she's not only racking up points against him with the nystagmus test, but every time she has to repeat the instructions, that's more points off. That's why she'll do this throughout the whole thing. Would you like me to repeat it again? Would you like me to repeat it again? It's because she's trying to gather enough evidence to convict this man.
It's okay. Gotta keep your head still, please.
That's
So, eyes and eyes only. Yep.
Just a little to get there. Sorry.
I'm going to fast forward it past this spot, and we're going to move directly to the field sobriety test. I think she starts out with the heel to toe. There's 3 standardized field sobriety tests after the horizontal gaze nystagmus. Heel to toe, one leg stand, the nystagmus is the third one. It's nystagmus, heel to toe, one leg stand. So here we go. He's going to do the heel to toe. Listen to her. Idiocracy.
You're going to picture a straight line in front of you. Place your left foot on the line, real or imaginary. So take your left foot, put it on that line. Place your right foot on the line ahead of your left foot, with the heel of your right foot against the toe of the left foot. Exactly. Yep, exactly how I'm doing. Place your arms down at the side. Maintain this position until I complete the instructions. So maintain that position for me. Would you like me to start over? Okay, I'll start. So picture a straight line in front. Okay.
See, she wanted to start over and have to explain the instructions again because that's more points off. Even though she's being utterly confusing, she is having to read the instructions and expects him to remember it when she can't. Let me see if I can remember it from all those years. Sir, with your hands to your side, I want you to put your right foot in front of your left foot in a heel to toe position. I want you to walk 9 steps that way, turn around, come 9 steps back, counting your steps out loud. Do you understand the test? And they say yes, and then they begin. But watch how she does this. I won't interrupt. Watch.
Take your left foot, put it on that line. Take your right foot, put it in front. Heel to toe touching. Place your arms down at the side. Maintain this position until I've completed the instructions. You can do not start to walk until you're told to do so. Do you understand the instructions so far?
So I put my left foot down, my right foot down, on the line, and I'm going to get through. Correct? Yeah. I think I'll use.
When I tell you to start, take 9 heel to toe steps on the line, turn and take 9 heel to toe steps down the line. I'm going to demonstrate by doing 3 steps. Okay? When you turn, keep your front foot on the line and turn by taking a series of small steps with the other foot. I will demonstrate it for you, okay?
Yep.
While you are walking, keep your arm at your sides, watch your feet at all times, and count your steps out loud. Once you start walking, do not stop until you have completed the test. Do you understand the instructions?
No. There's 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. So, take your left foot, put it on the line, the straight line, real or imaginary. Take your right foot. Left foot on the line, right foot in front, heel to toe touching. Yep. Heel to toe touching.
Yep, just like this. Left foot on the line, right in front of it, arms down at your side while she explains the rest of the instructions.
Okay. Yep. All right. Place your arms down at the sides. Okay? Keep your arms down at the side. Maintain this position until I have completed the instructions. Do not start to walk until you're told to do so. Do you understand the instructions so far? When I tell you to start, take 9 heel to toe steps on the line. Turn and take 9 heel to toe steps. I will demonstrate for you, okay? When you turn, keep the front lead foot on the line and turn by taking a series of small steps with the other foot.
Yep.
I'm going to demonstrate with 3. You will do 9, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Just sitting there. Sorry, guys, 2 backs.
1, 2, 3. I'm sorry?
Sorry, my bad. You got it. Keep
Okay.
going.
You're going to use a series of small steps.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Let me know if you need another demonstration.
No, I got this. All right. So 3 steps and then turn on.
Would you like me to? Sure.
Just this.
Place your left foot on the line, real or imaginary. Place your right foot on the line ahead of the left foot with the heel of your right foot against the toe of the left foot.
Yep.
I'm demonstrating for you. This is my left foot. I'm taking my right foot, putting it in front of my left, heel to toe touching, okay? So you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps on that line. You're going to take 9 heel to toe steps back along that same line, keeping your front foot, lead foot, forward. I can start over with the instructions if you would like, sir. 9 steps.
Here.
9 heel to toe steps.
Okay, all the although her instructions were like, she couldn't even remember the instructions. She had to read it, but expected him to. He didn't go heel to toe, so he gets points off. But I'm going to tell you, did you see all that stretching he was doing? It's because he's had back surgeries, right? And he can do that stretching without falling over. He can talk to her without slurring. He can stand there without waving. This guy is not impaired. And these simp-ass, leftist, feminized men won't dare step in and stop this kid, this female kid. You know, Romo's used to getting chased by 300-pound linebackers. Tonight, he got taken down by somebody who probably packed his lunch.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir? No, the next text is going to be the one leg stand. Okay? Please stand with your feet.
Wait, Mike in the chat says, pretty sure he's impaired. What do you see? Put in the chat, Mike, we're looking. What do you see? Like if you're on a jury and you're watching this, what do you see that makes you think he's impaired? Drunk.
Please stand with your feet together and your arms down at the side. Demonstrating it for you.
Yep.
Do not start the test until I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay. Would you like me to read the first part over again? Please stand with your feet together, arms down at the side. Do not start the test until I tell you to do so. Do you understand? When I tell you to start, raise either leg with the foot approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping your foot parallel to the ground. Keep both legs straight and your arms down at the side. So foot parallel to the ground, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Keep both legs straight and your arms down at the side. Holding that position, count out loud in the following manner.
Okay.
1001, 1002, 1003, and so on.
She's having to read it. I'm going to go by memory. Sir, this is called the one leg stand. I want you to stand with your hands to your side. Raise up either foot of your choice and staring at your toe. Count to 30 by 1000s. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Without putting your foot down or using your arms for balance. Do you understand the test? Okay, you may begin. You see how easy that was? But she's having to read it. Idiocracy. And she can barely read it. Okay.
Until you are told to stop. Keep your arms at your sides at all times. And keep watching the raised foot. I'm going to demonstrate for you, okay? And then you just tell me which foot you want to raise, okay? I think I'm going to raise my right, okay? Approximately 6 inches, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and so on until I tell you to stop.
Yeah.
Okay? Gotta tell you to begin.
Did you see him lean on the truck? That's points against you. Literally. If during a field sobriety test you lean on the truck, they claim you're doing that to keep from falling over, you get points deducted. The test is not just heel to toe and one leg stand. It's can you follow instructions? Are you leaning up against the truck? Slurring speech. I'm trying to start it.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Which foot are you choosing to raise, sir?
Trying to think about which one's stronger with all the actual relief I've done with all the back exercises, but I feel like I should probably go with the left, I would say. Maybe the right? Nah, we're going with the left.
Okay.
I'm going to raise the right. So I'm going to use the left.
Okay. Maybe again.
I'm going to incorporate CBD.
A drunk person would have already put their foot down.
Oh, I know that was at least 8 or 9 seconds. By the way, I do this consistently every day, but the right.
Gonna be stopping the test.
On the left, I feel like. Oh, sorry. You want me to go right?
All right.
Sorry. Sorry.
You
Not to.
willing to submit to a PPT
What is that?
machine that you go on?
It's a preliminary drug.
It does not determine the results of.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
I've ever heard all lawyers don't ever do that.
Okay.
So.
All right.
I can do that.
All right, sir.
Did I pass this test?
Can you turn around?
No, I didn't. Huh? Can I use my phone real quick? Because there's a plane taking off.
You're
My
under
parents are
arrest for
Okay.
operating
We'll get
under
to
the
that.
influence. Okay.
But you can turn off.
I'll read you a sheet and everything.
Okay.
You just shoes. Put your shoes on, but I need you to turn them.
Yep. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I call?
We'll get to that. We'll get to.
Literally when
Hard to watch. Hard to watch.
Do you need 2 cuffs, sir? Or are you okay with one?
Again, ladies and gentlemen, I was on a DWI task force. I made over 100 DWI arrests before I became a narcotics agent. And this man is not impaired. He should have never been taken to this garage, to this idiocracy den, and be read instructions that she couldn't even remember, but expected him to remember and expected him to follow. And now our legend, Tony Romo, is in handcuffs. This is horrible. The only thing worse was when they falsely convicted Jesus Christ and sentenced him to death. Right under that is this Tony Romo arrest. It's blasphemous, ladies and gentlemen.
Use one.
Okay.
The 2 with the back.
Yeah, so it gives you a little more armor.
Well, the back. I'm saying that was uncomfortable in there.
Okay. Would you like
Would you
to?
want the second set?
I don't know what that means.
A little bit easier on your shoulder.
See, he can't, they're not explaining, sir, would you like 2 handcuffs? He's thinking put one handcuff, and then a handcuff, and then a handcuff, and now I got 2 of them. He doesn't understand because the man's never been in jail, never been in trouble in his life. He's been on the football field. They're asking him, do you want 2 handcuffs to extend the length behind your back to save your shoulders? But they're too stupid, dumb, ignorant, low IQ to be able to explain that to Mr. Romo.
We'll give you 2.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you tell us how you.
I've never seen 2 cuffs.
We're just going to go a little bit easier on your shoulder. We saw you a little
wider.
Yeah, a little wider. A little easier on your shoulder. Okay.
Yeah. That is. All right.
Get on the ground now.
Guy just got.
Wow, that's the taser with the fire. We're going to get right into that. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The girl cop who should be making sandwiches arrested a god. A Texas god went to jail in Wisconsin. Again, where is Wisconsin? Did we look that up? Chat, what country is Wisconsin? Is Wisconsin in Russia? North Korea? Where's Wisconsin? Chat says, haha, that's funny, Barry. I can't find where Wisconsin is. There's no such thing. See, even chat doesn't know. We know now. We know now. If you're a football god, stay out of Milwaukee. Taser fire. A possum cop tases a man at the gas station. Shit catches on fire. All the videos you've seen is just that little clip you saw, but I dug around on X and I found the one that they put a thing over that you have to click because it might be a little too rough. I'm going to play that one for you in just a moment. But this is a possum cop. Who knows what a possum cop is? Raise your hand if you know what a possum cop is. That's a game warden. It's a game warden. And did you know in Texas, at least, all game violations are misdemeanors, no felonies? Now, if a possum cop catches you with a rifle shooting a deer and you happen to be a felon and you're not supposed to have a firearm, now he can get you for a felony. But he's out there enforcing misdemeanors. So he's a misdemeanor possum cop. Let's get this a watch.
Believe it or not, the screams weren't from the taser. It was from being on fire. Me and a friend of mine.
By the way, I edited all this before the shows. Mia and I, my daughter, we pile all this in. I edit out the bullshit so you don't have to watch it. I put 3 videos together, this and him and another one you'll see, to kind of make the show flow a little better. Instead of showing you 3 videos, I just sort of smash them together and edit out the junk. Because I don't want you to watch all that. I want you to watch the good stuff, right?
I was driving down the Dyke Road, and we drove down to a spot, which we had no idea where the road was going to lead us to, and it led us to Catfish Paradise. We seen a truck on the top of the bridge, so I pulled off, backed off the road. I waved at the dude, got out to talk to him, and as I started to say something, he goes, "You came through the gate, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Leave now." I said, "Okay." So as I started to leave, he got really snotty. And he goes, "Give me your license plate number." And I said, "Yeah, whatever." And he said, "Leave." So I got in my truck and left.
Coyle says the officer ordered him to leave, so he left, driving roughly 11.5 miles to the Thalapo gas station on Fort Mojave Indian Reservation land.
And I drove 11.5 miles back down the dirt road and stopped at the Thalapo, or the gas station right there to get gas. I went inside, I got my friend a drink, me a drink, and I'm coming out, and there's a guy in a uniform jumping out of a truck with a stun gun on me, a taser, saying, "Give me your ID, give me your ID."
Get on the ground now.
Guy just got tased. Fire! Fire at the gas station.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Wait, dude, I got birds all over. I know. Dude, it's hot.
Oh, shit.
You're a fucking dick.
It's on fire! You guys need to move back!
Oh, what?
Yeah, so that's the possum cop electrocuting people for arguing about an identification. You know how I feel. You know, hand me that book. Yeah. I've got a chapter in my book. If you haven't read this book, ladies and gentlemen, I'm worried about your soul. Like, there's 2 books you're supposed to read in your entire life. The Bible and From Busted to Better. I got an entire chapter in this book dedicated to why tasers are bullshit. Don't need to electrocute people. I'm not proud of this, but I arrested hundreds of people solo, no other cops around. And I've helped other cops arrest probably thousands of people, at least 1,000 or more. And we didn't have electrocution guns back then. Nope. You know what we had? We were men, and we knew how to fight. So in this book, we need to throw tasers out and put cops in martial arts. Once a week, every cop in the United States must attend a martial arts class, preferably something like jiu-jitsu. 2 cops who know jiu-jitsu can arrest any human on the face of this planet without electrocuting them. Did you know that? But they would rather keep it's a $1 billion industry selling those electrocution guns. And they would rather do that. They would rather look like Idiocracy and send hundreds of volts through your system to get you to comply, when all you need is a little bit of jiu-jitsu. By the way, somebody in the chat said Happy Days was from Milwaukee. Lord, Forgive me for talking bad about Milwaukee. Remember Happy Days? Richie Cunningham? The younger folks might not remember Happy Days, but Fonzarelli, remember Fonzie? What did he do? He would go, whoa. Or he would put his thumbs up and say something. What did Fonzie say? Remember the Fonz? Cool Fonz? Yeah, Arthur, Potsy, Chachi. Right on. Hit the jukebox. Yeah, Fonzie would come in and hit the jukebox. He didn't have to put a quarter in. No, you don't have to. May have been a dime back then. Fonzie didn't need that. No, dude would just hit the side of it and it would start playing music. He'd go, whoa. We have 40 likes? Shame on y'all. 40 likes? And we're an hour into the show? You're going to hell. All of you are going to hell. But you can go to heaven, just hit the like button. If you want to go to heaven, hit the like button. Laverne and Shirley was Milwaukee too. Oh my God. Laverne and Shirley came on after Happy Days. Remember, it was the show after Happy Days. Okay. I love Milwaukee now. Just get the sandwich girl out of there. All right. Life in prison for her. What does she deserve for arresting Tony Romo? Life in prison? Banishment from the, like deport her? Like banish her from the country? Something. Here's a couple more sandwich makers upset about a vape. Let's give this a watch.
What crime did I commit? I'm vaping. That's a crime?
Vaping is a crime if you're under 21. And this 14-year-old, maybe 15-year-old girl dressed up in a uniform is lecturing somebody else about not being old enough. She's got a gun and a badge. How'd that happen? It's called DEI. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that simply means they hire unqualified people as not to be a bigot. The opposite of DEI is meritocracy, which is what you and I grew up with. Meritocracy means you get hired based on your merits, based on your intellect, based on your skill set, based on your past resume, based on your communication skills, and then they pick out of the 5 the best one to hire. They don't do that anymore. Now they line up 5, and if you're a woman, you get hired. If you're brown, hired. If you're black, hired. If you're a queer, hired. If you're a white straight male, they push you to the side. They also won't play your award-winning film on Netflix. They will cancel, never get busted. Award-winning film. Produced by the Tiger King producers. They've banned it in the United States. They'll play it in Canada. They'll play it in Australia and the UK and Israel and Japan, but they won't dare play the movie that I star in the United States. Why? Because of DEI. I'm not a girl. You can bet if at the end of that movie, how many of y'all have seen it? If you haven't seen it, put the link.
It should be on the first one.
The new YouTube link or the...
Oh, no,
I finally got YouTube to take it again. You can watch it on YouTube. But if at the end I had turned into a trans, say I was wearing a dress at the end, and Barry did all of these things as a straight white male, and now he's a trans, Netflix would have aired it. But since I don't wear a skirt, they're not going to show it to you in the U.S. Hit the play button, baby. There she is.
You have proof that I'm under 21. You have to confirm that I'm 21. For what? You see other people vaping? Y'all are picking on me. Y'all are profiling. Oh God, you is. Did your boyfriend cheat on you or something? Oh God, y'all picking on the wrong person.
Will you run the mail for me?
No, just ask them who I am. For real. They probably know me. They probably know me. Ask them who I am. Finna look stupid as I do.
Dispatch, I have a man with a vape. Dispatch, I'm at 3rd and Center Street. I have a man with a vape. Send backup. I don't think he's old enough. Can you get more stupid with your fucking laws in the United States? Can you make any more like stupid fucking laws where everybody's scared and we can't go out without worrying about a cop being up our ass for arresting us for crossing a line or having a vape? Can we just stop? Can we just stop? Can you say police state?
No Chick-fil-A sauce? Chick-fil-A? No Chick-fil-A sauce?
No, I'm waiting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sing it up, y'all. Sing it up. How old is you when she has your date of birth? Is crazy. Yeah, identify your woman. Oh yeah, let me hear those children. Let me hear it. Give the money and I'll pay for it.
I want to record this.
You're being detained for what? Because you're 21?
It's high. Look at him.
There's the high cop. This is the last video of the night, right? This high cop, super high. I think you may have seen this before, but I couldn't help it. Came across me. Huh? Oh, wait, I got one more after this. An Andrew Tate video. Damn it. Wait. They're throwing rocks already. I said the Tate word. Okay, lefties. Guess what's happening, y'all? So my live shows, after we hang up and you and I have fun, YouTube is pushing these into a leftist algorithm. I don't know if it's trying to discourage me or what, but it's not. And there's just mounds and mounds and mounds of comments because I talk about the Tates. And all of a sudden, because I'm reporting news and giving opinions, I'm a pedophile. Did you know that? If you talk about Andrew Tate, you're a pedophile. Pedo. Let's watch the high cop.
No, you're gonna lose your job, mother. Highest on the job.
A Lynn police officer was allegedly under the influence and was caught by a civilian.
You got a bad back.
That's right.
Relax.
Yep. Call your sergeant right now. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. I want your sergeant here. I have my rights to call a sergeant here. So call your sergeant right now.
All right, we're gonna call.
Call your sergeant. What's
Even
your name?
after repeated requests, the fellow officers refused to call the sergeant.
Protecting him. What's your name?
What's my name?
Yes.
Officer Sapinski.
And what's your name? Probably don't even know. Touch me.
You're in my personal space.
I'm not in your personal
yes,
space.
Yes, you are. Man.
You're protecting your buddy. No,
Let's go back to the house.
You can arrest me for this.
No,
go right ahead.
I can't.
Yeah.
The officers even tried to escalate the situation, and the local department later claimed he was having a seizure, placed him on leave, and gave no further explanation.
So when you have something like immigration,
Play that high cop while I'm chatting. Ripper, are you in the house? We have a celebrity in the house. Jack, I don't know your handle. We have a Tiger King star that has been dropping by, and I haven't recognized him yet. I'm a Tiger King freak. I'm embarrassed to admit I've watched it 100 times. I know it word for word. I know what they're about to say before they say it. My favorite documentary of all time. Jack, are you in the house? Say hi to everybody if you're in the house. Remember Jack, the podcaster that helped investigate things? He had a big part in Tiger King 2. Good dude. Good dude. I love him. Hope you're in the house. So this high cop, he's high, right? But the sergeant is not arresting him. If that were me or you, we'd go to jail. Turn around and arrest this man. Arrest the girl that arrested Tony Romo and arrest this high cop. You know he's on pain pills. That dude is whacked out on some morphine, Oxycontins, something, isn't he? And they're just like allowing it to happen. And he has a gun. Raise your hand if you'd take him to jail. 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 They're kind of like that girl that arrested Tony. They actually look like they would make a good boyfriend-girlfriend team, don't they? Put them in the same jail. Yeah, he can't even stand up is what chat's saying. Rattown says moon cricket. In case you didn't know, that's a slur for white people. They call us moon crickets, right? Because we're white. Should be a cheese cricket. Isn't the moon made out of cheese? Cheddar? The moon is made out of cheese. You can't convince me otherwise. This next video is final video. Then I'm going to get into the chat and spend some time with everybody. Somebody said, hi, Jack. So is he here? I don't see. Swiss cheese. Millsy M says the moon is made out of Swiss cheese. He would know. He's high-ranking military. So it is Swiss. What, the other side? Is the other side of the moon Swiss cheese too, brother? I was kind of hoping it was cheddar.
It was mozzarella. Can I have the book?
The book? Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Don't forget to get a copy of my book. It's $19.95 on Amazon. I get $9 of that. But you know what? If you don't have the $19, email me and I'll send you a free link, a digital download. Doesn't cost you anything because I want you to read it upside down. Read it upside down and backwards. I need a pee. Can you play a commercial and then we'll get to the tape video? Join the vault to support us. It helps. It's $7 a month and you can join our vault meetings every Thursday night. They are fabulous. Until you experience it, you don't understand what the vault is. But if you pay the $7 a month and you join the vault and you're not happy with it, I will not only refund your $7, but I will also give you $1 billion to your PayPal if you're unhappy with the vault. I'm going to pee. I'll be right back. We're back. Welcome to Never Get Busted Live. If you're just joining us, we have one video left, but I republish these, or you can just rewind and start from the beginning. I'm so glad you got up, dressed up, and showed up to make it Tuesday night. Getting up, dressing up, and showing up is one of my life's biggest hacks. Yeah, I know. I know what depression feels like. I know what PTSD feels like. I know what it feels like to hurt so bad physically because of an emotional trauma that you can't move. I know what all that feels like. And if you're feeling like that, you do three things. You get up, dress up. That means shower, shave, cut your hair. Men, wash your testicles, especially the middle one. And then you show up. That means you go somewhere. You do something. You show up to Tuesday Night Live. You show up to the vault. Go to church. Go to the bowling alley. Go to the park. Take a walk by the lake. But show up. Get up, dress up, and show up. The very worst thing you can do when you're depressed or going through pain is to lay in bed or lay on the couch. It's the worst thing you can do. Life doesn't work that way. Life is coded for you and I to engage. That's why I don't like people when they check out. Like, I hate the government. All government's bad. I'm going to check out and be an anarchist, and I'm going to live in a cave and grow chickens. I'm going to eat my own chickens and eggs. I beat the government. I win. I'm going to spend the next 30 years growing my own chickens and eggs. I win. No, you didn't. That's called quitting the game. That's called you're getting your ass kicked in Monopoly, so you just throw down your hat or your shoe. What are the little tokens that you move around? You quit rolling the dice and you leave the game. And you think you won by watching everybody else play? No, you didn't. So engage in life. Engage in football games. Whether votes actually count or not, get up, dress up, show up, and go vote anyway. You may meet the love of your life there. So the idea is not necessarily just to vote. The idea is to engage in life. Immigration. What y'all think about that? Immigration, migration, or invasion? Is what's happening immigration, migration, or an invasion? There's actually a word for it. Let me see if I can remember without looking at my phone. I did a deep study on this because I'm like, I remember as a kid watching people pour in from Morocco into Spain, just like we saw. Did you see that? The tens of thousands of Moroccans just freely pouring into Spain. I could have swore I saw that when I was a kid, so I did the research, and I did. It turns out migration is a weapon that they've been using for years. Other countries will just send swarms of their citizens into another country to destabilize it, capture the vote, and wreck the country without firing a shot. And it's called, I can't remember it, man, and I tried, but I wrote it down. And then we're going to let the Tates explain immigration to you. Yeah, there's a word for it. It's called coercive engineered migration, and it's a real weapon. It's something they've actually been using even in ancient times. However, in ancient times, a king would capture a certain territory of foreigners, and then he would send mass amount of his citizens and dignitaries and elites into that population to control it and run it by their laws. Well, it's different now. Governments will pour their populations of people into another country to destabilize it. That's why it's important to have borders. It's important to have legal immigration. Like here in Vietnam, they won't dare. Every 3 months, I've got to leave Vietnam. Come back. So we go to Laos. Laos is a bordering country. We have to drive. It's a half day's drive. We have to drive there, cross over into Laos, turn around, come right back into Vietnam, and we get another 3-month stamp. In the United States, they just let millions of invaders come in, no stamp, no checks, nothing. Cuckoo. And there's not a better explanation on this planet than how the Tate brothers explain immigration. And why is immigration important for police work? It's because it's a law that, if broken and not properly conducted, causes a great amount of harm, like letting a mass shooter loose. These 2 men are in solitary confinement now. They're 17 days in solitary confinement. I pray for them every day. I don't think they're rapers. I know they're not pedophiles, but I do know you're innocent until proven guilty. And they have been found guilty of nothing, yet are being tortured in a Miami prison, isolation, solitary confinement. And let me just tell you, boys and girls, unless you've been there, you can't understand the torture. I've been there 9 times. 9 times. Every time they arrested me in the United States, all misdemeanors, they put me in solitary confinement. Still, I'm scared of that shit. Don't like it. Hate it. These 2 are suffering that. But let's listen to his take on immigration. It's spot on. Let's give it a watch.
What it basically is the super rich people saying, I need more brokey time and energy. But the brokies, the native brokies, want too much money for their time and energy, or they want health care, or they want work standards, pensions, or they want pensions. No, I need pure slavery. I need slaves. So government, we would like you, using their money, we're going to give you lots of money to let in lots of immigrants so that the brokey bubble inflates with super brokies.
Super brokies, right. Shall I draw one?
Yeah.
How racist can I make this drawing?
As racist as possible, please.
Nice, sure.
Super brokies, so that we can get the super brokies to do what we want, so I can get further up the rich scale. That's effectively what's happening. Now, when they bring in the super brokies, this is very bad for the brokies, because the brokies now are less valuable, their time is worth less, their wages go down, plus they have to live amongst the super brokies, but the rich people don't care.
Okay, just so you'll know, to catch up, you and I are the brokies. We're the working class. That's what he's explaining here.
About that, because the rich people don't live anywhere near the super brokies. The rich people live separate. So the rich people are asking the government to bring in all these immigrants so that they can get richer, the poor can end up poorer, and the poor areas become terrible, and the rich places stay fine. What's actually interesting is the brokey bubble is expanding in real time because they're inflating the currency, because the government also has a secret deal with these super rich people here. I'll put a star here and a star here. And that deal is to print unlimited money so anyone who owns assets gets to get richer than ever before. So this is happening, which is also expanding the brokey bubble. And now we're at the point where they're actually starting to take the middle class and the people who used to be a little bit rich, and they're getting added to the brokey bubble. So the brokey bubble is now expanding out, and the kind of rich people are now becoming broke, because having $3 or $4 million used to make you rich. Now it makes you a fucking peasant. It means nothing. And before you know it, you're living amongst this guy with a knife.
Now let's not give him any racist name, but let's call him, for the sake of this, Darcel. Darcel Migel.
Living with Darcel Migel. So when you look at any government idea, like immigration, you just got to put it into this very simple graph, and you'll understand what's going on.
Darcel.
It's very simple, right?
But here's another.
You could do this. You could take climate change and apply it to this perfectly.
And I know what you're going to say. How does Darcel become working labor when he's running around with that machete? I'll tell you how. Sorry. Let's do a little star for government. You drew the star wrong, though. The star has to have more points. I think the star is something like this. Let's draw a different star. We draw stars different ways. So the government, right, and the super rich work together to make grants for houses for Darcel. So this is Darcel's house, right? And Darcel's house is funded by the taxpayer, but the super rich own the house and get government contracts because the rent is paid to the people who own the buildings to house Darcel by the general farm of taxpayers, including the kind of rich. So that's how Darcel can benefit the super rich. And obviously, if Darcel tries to go to the super rich houses, there are gates and armed guards, and you can't get
Here out of Eastern.
How can you hate them? Okay, if this video gets pushed into the lefty algorithms like my live shows have been, and then you're going to get in the comments and call me on all sorts of names. Let me just, okay, this is for the lefties, the left audience, not the people in the chat, not my bros and hoes over here. This is for the lefties, okay? Y'all are absolutely the quackiest fucking people I've ever met in my life. Absolutely. You're so quacky that you tried to gaslight the world into us believing that a male can have a baby and a period. To the tune, you even put tampon machines in boys' bathrooms in high schools. You are quacks. You are kooky. You're even so nutty, absolutely so nutty, that you allow women to run cities and countries, not because she's qualified, not because of meritocracy, remember we went over that word earlier, but because of DEI and because she's a woman. Why put a woman in somewhere as president? Because the people who actually run the country, the men, can tell her what to do and she'll do it. Women are more obedient, and so are minorities. There's a reason white males have colonized and dominated what we dominated and built what we built. It's because we will tell a supervisor who's telling us that a man can have a period, we will look at him and we will say, fuck you, that's not true. Don't give a shit who you are, Mr. Soros. But a woman will go, oh, is that what you want me to say? Okay. Hey, everybody. Let's put tampon machines inside of the high schools for the little boys who are having periods. Okay, lefties. Another little idiotic thing you lefties are sick about, and that's called borders. You believe that we're world citizens and that everybody should just be able to walk anywhere and go freely wherever they want. Cuckoo. Let's apply that to your house. Let's just open the front door and let everybody and anybody come in and out. Let's see how that works for you, because that's what you're trying to do with the other countries, right? And this is Darcel. Don't want to be racist or anything, but that's Darcel, and Darcel is one of the invaders. And do you notice what he's holding? A knife. Stabbing people. Stay away from the Darcels, and they're very easy to spot. Darcels are easy to spot because they're not white. Uncomfortable, isn't it? Well, I can't help it though, folks. Pattern recognition every single day of my life. When I go to X to look for videos for me and you Tuesday night, I see another Darcel stabbing somebody in the neck or in the stomach, or repeatedly stabbing them. They don't belong in Western countries. Deport their asses, right? Right? Let's see what the chat box is saying. Beaching about life. Good to see you in the house. Says those machines would have been ripped out and thrown down the hallway if that happened in the 80s. Right? I'm trying to think what my friends and I would have done if there was a tampon machine in our bathroom. Yeah, you're right. We would have ripped it out. And we would have actually put the tampons in our pockets and took them to class and like stick them to the wall. We'd put them in the teacher's desk. Throw them at each other. Like, you know what boys do. Put a little ketchup in the middle and rub it in, and then you touched it last. It sure wouldn't be teacher. Yes, little Johnny, how can I help you? I need to go to the bathroom. I think I'm having a period. But I don't have change for the machine to get the tampons. Well, they're free, little Johnny. You can get them free. And Johnny gets up and gets a tampon. What does a man do with a tampon? Where does he put it? Not the Tampax, not the cloth one, but a tampon, the round one. Where does a man put that anyway? What? His nose. Got a tampon in the nose. Something smells funny. Yeah, Paul Smith said in his nose for nosebleeds. Reusa in the house, our Canadian vault OG. She says, such a waste of money. Our land taxes just go up again every year and we get less. Yet land taxes, house taxes are a crock of shit. It means you really don't own it. Yeah, you spend 30 years paying off your house, and then the next 5 years, if you don't pay your monthly taxes, they take your house. That means you don't own your house. You're still just renting it from the government, even though you paid the bank back. Really, that's what that is. D-Raj says, good night, fam. Good night, bro. Sweet dreams. Count strippers. They say count sheep. I tried that. Didn't work. 1 sheep, 2 sheep. About the 16th, 17th sheep, I'm like, this is boring. My dad says, count strippers, son. I'm like, oh, wow, dude, I can count to 1,000 when I'm counting strippers. 1, 2, 3. My wife over there cracking a joke. Dark Green says, God bless you from northern Minnesota. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Well, God bless you, Darker Green. Northern Minnesota. How many Somalians? Look out your window and count the Somalians. Tell me how many you see. How many rich Somalians? And out of those, how many are driving a Porsche or a Beamer? Show's over with, folks. If you're just joining us, you just missed one of the best shows in the world. But you can rewatch it. Rayusha says, I want to be like the dog of deporting. You know, like Dog Bounty Hunter? Jennifer Hill says, is he streaming from jail? No. He's in solitary confinement. He's not streaming. That is an old video of the Tates that I showed. Not old. It was last year. Dark Green says, none in the northern, Oh, so there's no Somalians where he is, none in northern Minnesota. Our city was the first one to deny refugees. We made national news. Woot, woot. Good for you, man. Good for you. It is not bigoted to want to live next to somebody who has no idea what the Western culture is about, and not only doesn't have any idea, but is systematically and purposely trying to change it into the United States into a third world country. By the way, why are they all pouring into the United States, to a country they hate? They hate America, but they're all coming, aren't they? They hate it. But they're all coming. Us brokies are the ones suffering. The rich aren't. The rich are getting richer. The rich are getting richer with all the Somalians in Minnesota stealing your money. It's your money. You earned it. You paid taxes. I pay American taxes. Caught up on all that, by the way. I think I only owe just a few more dollars. But they gave it to the Somalians in Minnesota. Rattown says, I'm just a dirty moon cricket trying to make it. John Bazillion. Yeah. John, good to see you, brother. I'm not going to say how I know you unless you say it's okay. John says, what school had tampons in the bathroom? Just a news article that you've seen. And then he says, always believe only 10% of what you see and nothing what you hear. Might be a good point, but I think I remember seeing that. Chat, was there actually a high school who installed a tampon machine in the boys' bathroom? And which high school was it? Dig deep, chat, don't guess. Dig deep, like, and don't check Reuters and CNN. Dig around, let me know. Let's see in real time here. Yes, I dug into it, and this absolutely happened. I found multiple independent reports, including local Connecticut reporting. The specific school was Brookfield High School in Brookfield, Connecticut. On January 24th, 2024, the school installed a menstrual product dispenser containing tampons in a boys' bathroom near the main office. According to the principal, Mark Belanda, and school officials, installation was finished at 9:30 a.m. By 9:52 a.m., 22 minutes later, students had ripped the dispenser off the wall, including its masonry anchors, destroyed it, and left tampons on the floor. John, you were wrong, bro. You were wrong. I was right. Ha! Connecticut had passed a state law requiring public schools to make a free menstrual products available in certain restrooms. The requirement ultimately included at least one boys' men's bathroom in each school. So it was a law they had to put them in the schools. Yeah, so it happened. It's not an internet rumor. I was right. Repent, John. Hey, nothing wrong with fact checking me though, bro. Y'all fact check me anytime you think I say something that is cuckoo bird, fact check me. John Bazillion says the local news, what time said prisoners were eating better and school kids backside with the menus, nothing on it that we ever eaten in prison. Yeah, you changed the subject. I want you to admit you were wrong and then bring up another subject. Because you clearly said, what school had tampons in the bathroom? Just a news article that you've seen? That's what you said. Then you changed the subject to prison food. And yeah, there are food in schools is shit food. It's horrible. It is like prison food. Okay, not sure. I haven't been to prison. I've talked to thousands of people who have been to prison. I have been to jail and they fed me, and I would rather eat jail food. Wait, no, to be honest, that jail food was bad. So the cafeteria food in school is 1 degree above jail food, so I'll agree with you there, but only 1 degree. It's still just slop bullshit. Sugary milk, sugary juice, ketchup. Remember when Obama was in office and Michelle was tasked with making school food more healthy? And one of the things they needed to do was add a vegetable to the plate. And their answer, after she fought for a real vegetable, you know what she got instead? Ketchup. Look that up. That's true. So they gave the kids ketchup and counted that as a vegetable because it's made out of tomatoes. Welcome to America. Paul Smith says there's been a lot of liberal towns that put tampons in boys' bathrooms, especially at schools. They were doing it in Kansas. See there? It really happened. Rayush is right. Tomato is a fruit. Tomato is not a vegetable. Tomato is a fruit. She's right. And it is the seeds that make it a fruit. Correct. John, I don't see you admitting you're wrong. I'm going to pick on you until you admit it. May not be this show you admit it, but the next one and the next one and the next one, you're finally, eventually going to admit it. I'm just joking with you, brother. Dark Green says, did you see on Fox News today, they were freaking out because more Americans smoke marijuana on the daily than drink or smoke cigarettes. I didn't see that. But what I did see, for the first time in the United States, there are more marijuana smokers than drinkers. More Americans are smoking weed instead of drinking alcohol. Isn't that beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? That is beautiful. That's why the alcohol companies are spending millions and millions of dollars on campaigns by opening YouTube channels, Facebook pages, TikTok accounts that claim marijuana gives you psychosis. And they've even talked mostly mothers into getting on camera explaining why little Johnny had marijuana psychosis, and that's what caused him to rob the bank. It's marijuana. It's all reefer madness again, folks. Cannabis does not cause psychosis unless you're already psychotic. And then it didn't cause it, it just showed you that you were a psycho. That's right. If you have a mental illness that can't really be seen, sometimes when you smoke weed, that weed pronounces that mental illness, but it's not the weed that caused the mental illness. Do you get it? Put a glass of whiskey and a bag of reefer in front of me, and I'm going to pick the reefer every time. And you should too. Because of the data. The data is clear. The data is clear that alcohol overdoses cause thousands, tens of thousands of deaths every year, mostly to American young people. Whereas there are 0 deaths caused by overdosing on cannabis. Congratulations, United States. We caught up with Canada. We are smokers now instead of a nation of alcoholics. I love y'all for that. Oh, John's answer is only one school, Barry, but yet we're talking about it as it was happening at all the schools. Okay, you're the kind who's going to argue and never give in no matter what evidence I give you. And we just read that they were doing it in Paul's city. It's not just one city, dude, but okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, brother. You hang on to that one, but you're wrong. Rayusha says, wasn't marijuana originally back in the 70s because some man got psychosis from weed? It's another psyop. Wasn't marijuana originally back in the 70s? I don't understand that. Rattown says, I like beer. Beer's good. There's nothing wrong with beer or whiskey. You know, I'm not against alcohol. I'm just more in favor of cannabis over alcohol. But I had many years of great times drinking, never got violent, being drunk. I would whoop somebody's ass in the bar that bumped me. That's not violence. That's just redneck beer drinking where I came from. That's not violence. That's mutual combat. He bumped me. I looked at him. He said, let's get it. We both got it. That's called mutual combat. Live with it. Nipak, good to see you in the house. Nipak, is that how you would say your name? I recognize. That's our boy. Another Vault member says they use that marijuana slang to make it legal in the 1930s and promote that across the world, 1937 to be exact, I believe. You're right. In 1937, a man named Harry Anslinger, who was the head of the DEA, except it wasn't called the DEA back then. It was called the not FDA, but something like that. He was head of the DEA, Harry Anslinger. 1937, testified in Congress that cannabis causes white women to seek relations with Negroes. It's a racist law. Now that's racist. That's racism. And he used racism to make cannabis illegal. And he went on to say, I used to know this quote before they canceled me on Fox and CNN. And by the way, my first interview ever was on MSNBC. Tucker Carlson interviewed me. And on Fox News, you can see me saying that marijuana was made illegal in 1937 when Harry Anslinger said thus and thus and thus and thus. They couldn't believe it. Nobody had ever said that. Nobody had ever heard that. I said it. So Harry Anslinger went on to say that it does something to the degenerate races, and he named the degenerate race as the Mexicans. He called the Mexicans degenerate. So they used racism to pass a law against a plant. And since then, they've put millions of us in a cage for that plant. Jail, solitary confinement, long prison sentences. There have been thousands of people shot during raids and traffic stops because of a plant. They waged a war on the American people because of a plant, and now more people are using that plant than alcohol. There's Ripper. Jack, the celebrity is in the house. That has to be Jack Ripper. It is. Jack Ripper, I mentioned him earlier in the show. Bro, we were looking for you. Jack Ripper is actually one of my heroes. He starred in the Tiger King, especially Tiger King 2. So glad you're here. I think he's going by the handle Ripper YouTube Official. He says, man, I'm so late. I'll have to watch in full tomorrow. Right on, you can. But I'm glad you showed up, dude. Glad you're here. Tucker should have you on his show again. If Tucker puts me on his show, I'm going to sideswipe that motherfucker and call him a CIA. He thinks he's going to be interviewing me. I'm going to get him. Because he was trying to get me to admit I smoked weed during that first interview. Because if I said yes, I was going to lose my kids in family court. But I said, no, I don't smoke. And when I do, I don't inhale. I used Clinton's phrase on them. They weren't expecting that. Let me tell you that story real quick. So I was producing traffic stops to teach people how not to get busted for cannabis. This was in 2006. That was back when you had to hire a team to build a website. So I hired a team of 3 men, paid them thousands and thousands of dollars to build Never Get Busted. Before I could get the film finished, one of those little fuckers leaked the front page of the website to Tyler Morning Telegraph in East Texas. Next thing I know, a reporter is at my office door. Are you Barry Cooper? I am. Who are you? I'm a reporter with Tyler Morning Telegraph. I'm, oh, great. Come on in. How can I help you? He said, is this you? And he threw a black and white copy that he had printed from a printer of the front page of my website that hadn't been released yet. I said, yeah, it's me. I'm making a video. I'm going to teach people how not to get busted for pot. And he nearly lost his mind. Well, the cops are mad at you. I've already interviewed them. And I said, I'm mad at them. Don't care. Don't care. They're wrong. I'm right. He said, well, you're going to be on the front cover of every newspaper in the morning because the AP is going to pick that up. I didn't know what AP was. It's Associated Press. And if you don't know who they are, back when they had newspapers, before they had the internet, if there was an article on a newspaper that was worthy of going global, the AP would put it in every newspaper. I woke up the next morning, I was on the front page of London Times, German magazines, and German newspaper, and every newspaper in the United States picked it up, and there I was, ex-cop, former narcotics agent, teaching people how not to get busted. In the article, it said the DEA, they interviewed the head of the DEA, I think his name was Sanders at the time, said they're going to try to arrest me. And I hear choo, 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 choo. I lived in the woods, a house in the woods. I step outside my front yard and there's a helicopter not trying to hide. He's lower than he should be and he's hovering over my house to let me know he's there. He's not trying to hide. I'm like, holy shit. Over 400 emails and more coming in. You can watch it come in. Ding, 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 ding. Phone ringing off the hook. CNN, Fox, everybody wanting an interview. I called Victor Porter, the black man in the movie Never Get Busted that they interview. He was my bodyguard. I called him. Vic, when can you be here, dude? This thing hit. I got cops up my ass. I've got to get to Dallas and do an interview with this dude named Tucker Carlson on MSNBC. But I'm afraid they're going to arrest me before I get there. They're going to pull me over on traffic stop and arrest me for something. So we've got to formulate a plan. He said, I'll be there in an hour. Hung up. I pick up the phone. I call Bobby Mims. You hear Bobby Mims tell that story in the Never Get Busted show. He's that lawyer who explains, I told Barry, don't go on Fox because they're your enemy. Da, 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 da. And then the next scene was me saying, so I went on Fox. Opposite of what my lawyer told me. Because I knew if I could whoop their ass, and I knew I could whoop their ass, I had all my arguments down, I would forge my legacy. So Bobby Mims and Victor Porter showed up, and I had my wife Candy, and here was the plan. Remember, I've got to go to Dallas. I've got to drive down Interstate 20 to Dallas for an hour and a half and get to this interview, Tucker Carlson. You can see that interview. It's online. But I'm afraid they're going to pull me over and arrest me before I get there. So it was simple. I pulled an okey-doke, slippery slip on them, and it worked. So Victor parked his Suburban out in the open, not under the trees where our car was parked and where the lawyer's car was parked, out in the open. So this helicopter could see me and Victor get in the car and leave. Long way down my dirt driveway, hit an oil top road. Instead of turning left, which would take me to Dallas, we turned right where Victor would continue to Shreveport, Louisiana, the opposite direction of Dallas. But only after he drove about a mile up that oil road, got under a canopy of trees, he stopped for 2 seconds, long enough for me to roll out and jump in the woods. He continued going. I ran through the woods to my house. Remember, my lawyer's car and my wife's Suburban were parked under a canopy of trees. I snuck out of the back door of my house and I laid down in my wife's Suburban. Nobody knew I was in there. At which time my lawyer and Candy, she's dead now. Rest in peace, Candy. At that moment, Bobby Mims and Candy left, drove down on my long driveway, and instead of taking a right, which is the direction Victor Porter and I went, they took a left, which eventually led out to the interstate and then on to Dallas. And I was hiding in the back. Nobody could see me. They thought I was with Victor. Victor called. Barry, it worked. I've got 2 tails on me. So he's being followed. I said, bro, get out like you're getting gas and look up. See if that chopper's there. The chopper was there. So chopper, 2 feds following Victor Porter to Shreveport, the opposite direction of where and I didn't have a tail and I didn't have helicopters on my ass. That's how I got to that interview with Tucker Carlson, only to have him, Tucker's CIA, he's still CIA, folks, he's a cop. You don't get access to Donald Trump. He can drive into Donald Trump's office and talk to Donald Trump anytime. He can fly to Russia and talk to the Russian president. Do all kind. He has access because he's CIA. He acted like he was agreeing with what I did. And then here was the question. Barry, do you smoke marijuana? Trying to get my kids taken. Tucker tried to get my kids taken. But I was too smart for that. Too smart. Sorry, I'm not so sorry, Huggins says, as long as it's mutual combat. Not always. Sometimes motherfucker just needs to be dealt with, whether he wants it or not. He's crossed the line of disrespect so far, he needs checked. And men, quit checking men in the United States because it's illegal now to push a man or to slap him for flipping you off right in your face. You know, slap him, you go to jail. You shouldn't. You shouldn't go to jail for that. Cop should show up. He slapped me in the face, take him to jail. Cop says, okay, check the witnesses. All the witnesses say, yeah, but he got slapped because he flipped the guy off. And the cop goes, did you flip him off? Yes, sir. Okay, I'm leaving. Don't call me again. Don't flip him off again and you won't get smacked. That's such an important social behavior that when you remove that from society, you wind up with a bunch of disrespectful men. You can't even go out. Can't even go out and have fun without a bunch of little feminized men picking on you. And if you do something back, they tell the teacher. They call 911. Teacher, he pushed me. And you go to jail for assault, for pushing somebody. How fucking insane is that? That's cuckoo bird. Okay, John Bazillion says, I don't care if you say how you know me. Right on. John's one of my clients who hired me to help him with a case. I won't discuss his case with you. I don't discuss. People wonder why. Well, Barry, you've helped hundreds of people. Where is that proof on the internet? Okay, you hire me because you got busted for meth. Do you want Barry Cooper putting your name on the internet that you got busted for meth? Of course not. So what I did to prove what I'm doing is I opened what's that review? Trustpilot, where people can put actual real reviews and they get checked by Trustpilot. They check IP addresses to make sure I'm not doing it, to make sure you can't fake it. And I didn't make up a bunch of reviews and put on my on my website. Well, this person said this about me, because that's bullshit. It's fake. So I opened a Trustpilot account. You can go there now. Just go to nevergetbusted.com, scroll down a little bit. You'll see the Trustpilot link and go read the reviews. There's 5 or 6 lawyers explaining how I've helped them in hundreds of cases. And then there's a stack of actual clients who are giving reviews saying, yes, dude fucking got me out of a prison sentence. And we're not going to let the government do to John what they want to do to John. Even if he thinks there weren't tampon machines in the bathroom. He doesn't deserve what's happening to him. It's total and utter bullshit. Case is full of holes. I'm gonna knock all those holes out of the fucking park, and he's gonna go free. Ooh, Smack, good to see you in the house, brother. He says, hey guys, I had to move. I might be living in hell. Stay tuned. More to come Thursday. Don't go to hell, bro. Try to stay out of there. Ooh, Smack said, what I miss? Man, you missed one of the best shows on the planet. You rewind and hit play. 9, 10, 11. That's 2 hours, folks. I got to bounce out of here. Listen, it was beautiful. I hope you had as good of a time as we did. Because we're back here laughing and having a great time. I appreciate you showing up. We'll see you next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel. You know where to find it, and you know what time, 10 p.m. Eastern. But make sure you join. Oh, yeah, we got a new Vault member. Did 1 or 2 sign up? We got a new Vault member. The name. He even said it in the chat, and I meant to. Dale? Dale is a new. I don't want to say his last name because he's going by a code here, and he may not want his. We got a new member. Dude, can't wait to see you Thursday night. That's 2 nights from now. Same time as this show. It's 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you in the vault. Congratulations. You're part of something big. You'll see what I'm talking about when you get there. If the rest of you don't know what I'm talking about, Mia will end with this commercial, and you go in and sign up. We want to see you there Thursday too. Peace, love, and never get busted. The vault.